Hey there,
Good
warriors.
morning.
How are you? Okay, this time I'm the one that didn't get a lot of sleep, but I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling more caught up. I'm not
Yeah,
quite there, but much better night's sleep. Much better. And it's Friday.
it's Friday.
Friday.
It's Friday.
Own today. It's
Yeah,
Friday.
this is true. And we have worked our tails off all day, and we still will on Saturday, and I dare say a
Yes.
little bit on Sunday. But you know what? That's okay because the hustle and the struggle is real. And when you are fighting the good fight, there's never a day off. Never. So that's a good
That's
thing.
true.
Our movie pick of the day, well, actually, it was my pick
Her
because we
pick.
because we were going to do something really dark. But I encourage everyone across the spectrum to watch Imitation of Life. Now, this
Yes.
is a classic with Lana Turner and Juanita Moore. It's about the unlikely pairing of a widowed, down on her luck actress, Lana Turner, that meets Juanita Moore on a beach with no place to go, but she also has a daughter. Lana Turner has a daughter, and their
Mm-hmm.
daughters are about the same age. The twist: Juanita Moore is about my complexion, but her daughter is Jude's complexion. Lana Turner's daughter, which grows up to be Sandra Dee, is, of course, very blonde and very blue eyed. These two grow up, and Lana's Turner's career takes off amazingly so, and you get to see where the real riches lie. So
Mm.
please watch Imitation of Life. There is a version in the 1920s with Claudette Colbert where she is with, it's the same premise, but it's where she is widowed and she connects with a woman that makes amazing pancake batter, and then they open up these pancake houses all across the US. Don't look at that one. That one's a little, I appreciate it. I understand it for its time. Um, but the one with Lana Turner is in the, I believe, the 1950s, and it was a comeback film for Lana Turner, and it definitely was a breakout movie for Juanita Moore, which was a powerful actor. Mahalia Jackson sings the song during the eulogy, and it's just such a powerful, powerful testimonial of friendship,
Mm.
racial equality, um, motherhood, and definitely racial identity. So please watch it because it's good. And I am going to ask you about it. So you
Yeah.
need to watch it because I'm coming after you because you're not wearing the crowns. You're not telling us what you want for Sunday brunch. I mean, I'm going to be your mama today. Okay? You're not being responsible. You need to clean
Speak
up.
up.
Clean it up. Okay? Cuz I'm coming after you.
This is how she is.
I
This is
am
how she
your
is.
mother. I asked you to wear your
And your
crowns.
sister, and she will just be on you.
This is just
I
very
actually
sad.
think I've seen both of them. I love Claudette Colbert.
So do I. I really do.
She was known for her legs.
She was I loved the oldest one for the longest time, but there is just so much. It's so derogatory in the way.
Mm.
The focus is more on that character in the Aunt Jemima role that I don't appreciate as much. Um, Maybe because it came
Well,
with Grand Understanding, and the
and
newer
maybe,
version is focused more on colorism, motherhood, sisterhood, friendship, a struggling actor, struggling filmmaker. I'm
what's
just saying.
interesting about that is so those would have been maybe 30 years apart in the making,
Yeah.
right? So where America came or was coming to in ideology in 30 years, because you're talking the 50s, right before civil rights in the 60s, right? So seeds for that
Mm-hmm.
coming through.
Mm-hmm.
And then look where we are. Like we kind of had a hiccup and didn't follow through.
A hiccup. We had a
I'm
big
being
ass.
nice.
Yeah, we had a belch and a
Like
vomit out there.
or it's like we went and stopped, right? Like we didn't follow through. So I find it really interesting. So maybe it's interesting to watch both and see the growth. I don't know. I like old movies and history and watching where we come and
I do.
comparison.
I know, it would be remiss of me to say that we haven't come a couple of steps. But it just seems that we fall back 25, that those two little steps seem so lost
Right.
in the battle of just humanity. I don't, again, I just don't get where
I don't either.
where the divide is. I mean, are you like for human rights and equality, or are you not? I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it's just simple. It's just that simple.
It's that simple. And that's what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
When we're not on screen, because we'll look at each other and we're like, it is 2020. Like, what is going on here? Why is this still an issue? And
why was it ever?
Why was it ever? But it was, and it is. It's basic human rights, basic compassion for human beings. Yeah.
You remember when I was shooting an audition earlier this week, and when we, closed out, all of a sudden I just had this very strange moment, and I said, I can't imagine, I cannot even fathom looking at two signs that said coloreds and whites, and seeing two separate water fountains. I mean, what the?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't either. You know what would be a wonderful story in history? I love the ones that we have, that we know of. And how many millions more did what Rosa Parks did. And maybe didn't make the news, right?
Actually, there was a woman that did it before Rosa Parks, but she was more my complexion and she didn't get the press.
Oh, it would be awesome if you saw it.
Thanks for listening. You see how she just glides right over? I said, I'm trying to give her a teachable moment, and she just keeps going. Why does she do that? I'm trying to give her some info, some intel, some vision. And she was like,
Don't forget my story if I don't get it.
She was like, yeah, okay, so that's nice. Okay, so let me just get my part out. What? I
don't know. I'm still waking up. I don't know.
Okay.
This is how she is.
Go ahead, Jude.
Yeah.
Tell your story, girl.
Okay.
Do your thing.
I'm going to forget. That's the thing. I will forget. So
Jude tried to whop last night. She tried to let it drop, let it hot.
She's lying.
Okay, that's true. I am lying. But it would have been really cool to see if she tried to do the whop. I would have filmed it.
She would have filmed that for you.
I would have filmed it. It'd be like all over the place.
Jude was like exhausted like a slug yesterday. She wasn't trying to do that. And that's the truth. She could barely move.
She got past the kick. She went down and she stayed down. There was that was it. Okay. She didn't try, but she's on her way.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Tell your story, girl. I'm sorry.
And what you said, it is interesting, right? Because there is something about, and I really don't understand it because I am pale, very pale. Just that, because I didn't even understand or know that some people try to pass until more recently.
Well, so in the beginning, their parents and their grandparents insisted that they do so they could have a better life. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, I don't know. That's still now.
That's just being embarrassed.
It's still now?
I think there are people out there that, try to move away from that or try to, whiten the, which I don't understand because, quite frankly, to be without color is actually the mutation. To be with color is to, be in the norm.
The original.
So how it got twisted, I don't know.
See, that's an original show I could get behind. The originals. So...
Nat Geo, if you're listening, I'm just saying.
What would have been interesting, would have been to see some blonde Betty going up to the water fountain and drinking.
There were people that did that.
See,
unfortunately, You
It
know,
wasn't a big deal.
it wasn't recorded, or there are snippets, or there are people. And that's why I love our elderly, our advanced senior communities, because they are time clocks.
True.
They tell you these vivid stories, no lie, maybe a little embellishment, but you know what? They were there. I mean, I love our older community because they were there. They were like watching, and the stories you get from them. And some of them had, best friends of different ethnicities, and they kept it on the low.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's like my mom's story, which is really amazing. My mom,
again, inserting herself into.
This is an interesting story. My mother, who tans very, very well, went to the pool in Silver Spring, Maryland.
Oh yeah, you told me the story. Yeah,
and they would not let her in, and they called her mother to come and get her because she was too dark.
And what did your grandmother do?
Came and picked her up.
She didn't fight the good fight?
I guess not, no.
Wow. That's trippy.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
It's Labor Day weekend.
It is sad, you're right. Like, why did my grandmother?
That was pathetic. But on both ends, I'm just saying, that she felt that she didn't want to ruffle feathers, and, and the other would even make a child, feel poorly because she was darker. So that's, but I can relate. Clearly. Anyways, Labor Day weekend, we will be doing some laboring because we're going to be selling some stuff that we are going to purge from our lives. We're purging. How's your heart these days?
It's good. It has some rocky moments. I'm moved. I am purging the past emotions, things that, you think you've healed, but still have a little tentacle in there. And so with the move, a lot's come up, and there's that letting go process. There's a little bit of fear in the mix of, oh my gosh, what have I just done?
Yeah.
I just totally uprooted, and now what? And so there's a little bit of the now what and the fears, but there's also a lot of excitement. I'm really happy to be where I'm at and to be with you and having fun. Like, we have fun every day, and just really tapping into who I am so that I get clear on what that next thing will be, and allow the universe just to do that. I'm feeling like I'm supposed to be in more of a rest receptive mode right now, and just allowing. So, but I feel good.
Cool.
Yeah. It's a mixture, but I feel good in there.
That's really cool.
I'm happy where I am.
Don't forget your fairy tale. We all have one.
Yes.
And it comes in different forms. And don't settle. Never settle.
Don't settle.
Don't do it.
You'll regret it.
I'm talking to you, Jude.
I know you are, but I'm also talking to them.
I'm talking to my queens, but I'm definitely talking to you.
I'm talking to them. I'm talking to me. Usually what I'm saying, I'm also reminding myself of.
Yeah, which is good affirmation for sure.
Yeah.
My heart, thanks for asking, is mending. It has so much to give and learn so much about myself. I'm worth it, as L'Oreal says. I don't think I resent a lot of things that I used to think, oh, ew, that's a horrible part of you. No, it's part of my strengths, and I like that. Still a work in progress, and we will all be until we are no more. And so that makes me happy that I keep striving to be the best me that I can become. For me, and then for you. So, that's how I'm doing. Thanks for asking.
You didn't give me a chance.
So, you weren't going to ask me?
You don't know. You didn't.
You always think that I'm an Iron Maiden and it's all right.
But she's also lying again, because I'll check on her and I'll be like, how are you today?
She does.
Yeah.
Off camera.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Do you feel like the heart is mending well and feeling strong again?
I think that okay, so this is how I think. there's a lot of scar tissue,
Mm-hmm.
right? Protecting the soft parts that are feeling, just very daunted. And then that as I grow and stretch and laugh and breathe,
Mm.
that scar tissue is cracking open. And sometimes it's painful. And sometimes I'm like, ooh, what was that? And that is the beautiful heart coming through. So that's how I can explain it. I hope that made sense. Did that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we have to protect ourselves while we are healing.
Are we going to talk about what we're doing tonight? I'm
We
so excited what my
are-
girlfriend's going to do for me tonight.
Yeah, for the love. Okay, so you know how I always said she's doing her Korean dramas? She has pulled me in. I don't even know what that
I want
means.
like a little Korean bubble here. You know, like the bubbles that they do in the Korean dramas and be like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
I don't even know what that is. What?
It's fun. That's what that is.
Okay, we're doing a full-on Korean night, 2 nights.
Yes.
Food,
Yes.
soju. I don't think I'm gonna get into any kind of Korean garb, but I think my mindset is gonna be all sorts of Korean. So
yeah,
we will
we're gonna
have.
watch a drama.
She's making me listen to
Itaewon
music.
Oh,
in
yes.
the background.
Can we karaoke? I got my karaoke machine. Karaoke.
All right, we'll do that.
It's gonna be a happening here.
I say next week we do Latin week.
Okay. Love it.
Because I don't know how I'm going to fare. And will this food rest well with me? Because I don't want to come back here on Monday and everyone be like, what happened to Yvette? Be like, Yvette is in the ICU unit. The Korean food did not set well with her. The cultures clashed.
Samgyeopsal.
What?
It's one of my favorite foods.
I don't even know what that is. What? It sounds like an ailment.
It's grilled pork. They have like these grills right in the middle
I'm
of
not
their
a pork eater.
We're not doing that tonight because you have to be in the restaurant for that.
Sexual too, probably. I'm not a pork eater. Why did I say that?
If you don't eat pork, you don't eat pork. It's okay. Samgyeopsal, and they grill it on the table with some garlic,
but
and then you roll it up in
what is that?
Samgyeopsal.
Oh,
you roll it up.
Samgyeopsal.
You roll it up in like special lettuce or catnip, which is amazing. It tastes almost
catnip.
It's not really catnip. That's the name of the leaf.
And okay.
It tastes a little bit like licorice.
No.
And you roll it up.
No.
And you pop it in a little bit of gochujang and.
Okay, first of all, she's spitting out a whole lot of vowels and consonants.
The reason why you're gonna love this. Maybe the reason why it's my favorite dish is the first time I had it, my boyfriend kissed me for the first time ever.
Okay, y'all, I don't know if I'm going to participate in Korean night because she just said catnip.
It's not catnip. It's catnip, and it's a leaf.
I'm not the one.
It's a leaf. It's a lettuce leaf. It has a lot of flavor, and you just roll your food up in that, your garlic and your pork, your grilled garlic, maybe a little bit of kimchi.
Catnip.
It's not catnip. It's catnib. Nib, and it's a leaf. It's a big leaf, and it tastes.
But why they have to put cat in the word?
Because it's not American. Cat doesn't mean cat.
What does it mean?
A green leaf. I don't know. It's the name of this
leaf. All right. Okay, I can get down with that. All right, I just learned something. So cat means like green leaf or leafery or something.
It's just the name of this plant.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, I said greenery.
Okay.
I'm trying to clean it up. For people out there that were like, oh, those cats and dogs, and I'm like,
it's not.
I'm like, don't do that.
It's a leaf. No, we don't do that.
On that note, I was going to bring up a very ugly story that I learned about Jude while we were going to a hobby store picking up stuff.
What story?
It's a little nickname she calls the love of her life. But I'm not going to even put it out there because
I didn't know. It was so ignorant.
You need to love Jude like I love Jude But if you heard the story
I didn't
and the
know.
nickname that she calls him,
I didn't know.
how are you going to live this long and not know that is so derogatory? And he had to tell her. He said, you know what? It's okay because I love you.
And I have been claiming for like a year.
And she was like, and he was like, okay, you know what? I think we've come to a point in our relationship where I got to tell you that that's derogatory in a couple of cultures. You might not want to do that, but you can call me and we can do this. And
he's like, because I know you. I know your heart. He's like, I know.
How is she going to be living this long and not know these things?
Because I just love people and I don't think like that. That's how far removed it is out of my mind.
That is sheer ignorance. That's willful ignorance. I will not stand for it. She should have known that. That is a big one. I should have. It was like, I mean, if the people in Korea knew, how are you not knowing? Shameful. And again, I'm not even going to tell you because it's sad. It is. And we do want more subscribers because I can just see it going. Yeah. You ladies have seen that before, right? Yeah, we don't want that. Yeah. We don't want dysfunction. Dysfunction, what's your function?
That's really
I remember that. Junction. Yeah, conjunction, what's your function?
Yeah.
I love that. ABC Schoolhouse Rocks.
Schoolhouse Rocks, yeah.
I mean, I love that. The letter, it was like the number 8. He's so great. And remember the figure skater? It was like really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you don't, but it's okay.
I vaguely remember that one. I can see.
I love it.
The little in my mind, but that's about it.
Conjunction, what's your function? Man.
And arithmetic.
I love it, right? I love it. It's just so cool. Okay.
They're like, those girls, what they on?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Caffeine. I mean, I don't think
love, happiness, I don't know.
Love and happiness.
Yeah.
Can make you do wrong, but make you do right. She don't even know that. That's from Al Green. Go ahead, Al Green.
Know Al Green, but I don't know that
Sing your song. Love and happiness. I'm loving it. Did you guys see in the news where somebody actually put the photograph of Al Green in front of Walgreens, so the W was covered up, and they put Al Green, so it just said like Al Green. It was classic. I loved it. I was like, whoa,
that's hilarious.
It was playful.
That's clever.
You know what?
That's a fun thing. Like, see, that's
yeah,
that's fun. Like, I know people would say,
I'm not encouraging it, you guys. That's defacing property, but that was clever because
But did
it's
it really
Al Green.
hurt the property? No, they just had to go up and take it down. See, stuff like that to me, that's clever and fun. It's not hurting anybody. It's making the people driving by laugh, and then
or hate.
Oh, okay.
But I brought it up because I thought it was very clever and cool, and whoever did it.
See, to me, I think that's fun.
2 thumbs up from 2 girls and a P.
Yes.
All right, we still aren't sure if we're gonna come live feed with you on Sunday because we have lots to do this weekend. We are really going to be doing a lot of work. We have to double down, especially if we're trying to get this virtual Woman Strong retreat up and going. We have a lot of professional things that we're working on. I have auditions. I have casting to do.
I love doing her auditions with her. It's so much fun.
Yeah, you know what? She has been amazing. She has been most amazing. During this past relationship, there was really little to no time for me to hone my craft professionally. I could do it, spotty here and there. And this has been so wonderful to totally immerse myself back into the industry and get things going. Shout out to Jessie Radana.
Jessie.
And with your story of American Mexican, we are in full gear, my dear. Do not lose hope or faith. I am hopeful that we will wrap this up by mid-2021 and it be on the festival circuit and be put out there. He's an amazing guy. So Jessie, when you watch this, you better be watching this.
Jessie.
Your story will be told. You are an amazing, amazing guy. That's what it is. Yeah.
And I am trying to expand and move my business online.
Yes.
And so we do. We have pans in the fire, things that we're doing, So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, All right, so this is a little self-plugging because we never seem to do that. We are for you.
Yes,
We're
we
about
are.
you.
And we want to hear about your businesses
We
or
do.
things that we can plug and support. So
I'm
please do that.
I'm Trinity Films, and I make movies. I'm an actor. I'm a filmmaker. I'm an author. I'm a mom. And how did my publicist put it? I am a mamapreneur, and I'm a femipreneur. I love that when they did that. So shout out to MWPR. They are great publicists. They are amazing. They have leveled me up. Thank you so much, Nate, for the wonderful photography, and for Aga, who did my makeup, and Ide, you are my girl. You made my hair on fleek.
Yes, she did.
Beautiful. I mean, like 50 different hair styles. I mean, she was working it as like I was in a Beyonce concert. Like I felt like the bee for the day. I probably was the bee for the day, but I'm just saying it was like magic. So thank all of you.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Do you want to do a special shout out to Steve Ragland? He has an amazing yoga video out there that is extraordinary. Please take a look at him. Steve Ragland Photography. He has been my photographer for over 25 years.
He did our yoga at the last Woman Strong
retreat.
And so that's where I met Steve, and I love yoga. All my people know I love yoga. I've been doing it for years and years. And I also love energy. And Steve adds in an energetic twist and understanding and energetic movements, not Qigong, but similar, into his yoga flow. So it's really special and unique and amazing and knowledgeable. So shout out to Steve. Please go watch that.
Yes, Steve Ragland Photography. Stephen Ragland Photography. Look him up on Insta. He is amazing. I have never, he pulls out the very best in me. You know, when I feel not like Black Girl Magic, he shows me where the magic is. When I feel lost, it's amazing.
Let's each
I love you,
post a picture that Steve has taken of us today in Insta.
Because I'll do that.
He, at the Woman Strong retreat,
I think I already have.
You probably have, but didn't say.
I did.
Right?
No,
or maybe you did.
I do plug him.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
He took pictures at the Woman Strong retreat last year of each
woman
that came.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, he makes you feel beautiful and amazing and sexy.
You.
And I have these pictures in that Stetson, and I look so good. She gave it to me, the Stetson. She was like, "That belongs on you."
No, I didn't. I didn't give her the black Stetson. I said, "This is for you to carry, and when next we meet, it transfers back to me." Now she's just doing ownership. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, people just stealing your stuff. Okay. You know I'm not going to get away with my Stetson.
I'm not really a thief, but I was trying to thieve that. I love it. I've been wearing it for a year, and I really like it. I did bring it with me, so and have it back. But it's in my closet.
And it has it's not even going to make it out of her room.
It's
you
in
know
my closet.
You know this.
The first time I wear it, she's ripping it off my head.
As soon as we go on an air flight, it's what happened to my Stetson? I'll be like, I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, shout out to Joe, Jude's friend.
Yes.
And Love Wave. Is it
Love Wave?
Love Wave.
Love Wave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Suzette, take good care of that knee. Love you, Queen. And maybe we'll see you on Sunday, maybe not. But if we do, hope to see you there. If we don't, please understand that you are in our hearts and in our thoughts constantly, and most definitely in our prayers.
Yeah.
One more thing, get out there and vote.
And I almost just gave a little clue away about why I'm wearing my shirt.
Don't do it.
I know.
All right. See you guys. Be queens.
Happy Friday.
Be beautiful. Be blessed.
Like, please.
It just never.